As Israel and the Palestinians discuss Jerusalem's future status, the return of the refugees, and intensify efforts towards peace and a two-state solution, in preparation for the upcoming Annapolis Peace Conference, U.S. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice shuttles back and forth in an effort to push the sides forward. Palestinian terror continues to lift its head, although on a lesser scale. While Palestinian President Abbas is considered a weak leader, InfoLive TV asked Yaakov Perry, former head of the Shin Bet, what guarantees Israel will have if peace efforts fail, Abbas's government is toppled and Hamas wins the next elections.
There were no guarantees in the past, and there are not going to be guarantees in the future. But the atmosphere today, both sides, I mean from the Israeli side and from the Palestinian side, mainly after what happened in Gaza, is a situation that Abbas and his government, for the first time, are ready to confront with the Islamic fractions. And that gives Abbas a kind of more braveness and more confidence to deal with us, mainly after the Israeli government is really seriously talking about a settlement of Jerusalem. If Jerusalem is going to be, I wouldn't call it solved, but we are in a way that Israel is going to say, well, an international protectorate on the holy places, maybe a Palestinian regime on the Arab parts of Jerusalem, that's a huge step towards a settlement. I think that it's a good chance now to advance.
Since Hamas took control of the Gaza Strip, over 73 tons of explosives has been smuggled into Gaza. The daily salvos of Qassam rocket attacks on the western Negev and Sderot continue. While the army has drawn up contingency plans to halt the rockets, a green light for a widespread military operation in Gaza has yet to be given. Perry believes that launching such an operation should be Israel's last option.
A large operation in Gaza is I would say, the final stage before trying and, handling without going inside. Because going inside, and I'm not talking only about casualties, we are going back 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 15 years back, and I wouldn't recommend. But there may be a stage that if we will not handle a solution in which the rockets on Sderot and Netivot, etc., will not stop, we will have to go in, and we will have to go in gradually, kilometer after kilometer, in order to stop the launch of the missiles. And then we are inside, and inside, it's inside. Yeah. It's inside with all what's around it.
Well, there's been a definite drop in suicide bomb attacks in 2007. One should not be fooled, security officials told InfoLive TV. In the West Bank, Samaria continues to remain the hotbed of Palestinian terror, and terror cells in the area continue their attempts to launch attacks. In Gaza, scores of bombs and weapon experts from neighboring Arab countries enter the Strip, and even more travel abroad to attend military exercises, bomb-making and weapons training. Terror continues to be a thriving industry.
Well, we are, except the rockets on Sderot and the southern part of Israel, which is a huge problem, we are having I would say, quite a easy period from terrorist activity, and it's mainly because of the activity of the security agencies, the army, and also part of the Palestinian activity against terror. But we shouldn't be in an illusion. There is a huge willingness and a huge readiness to hurt us and to terrorize Israeli cities and central places. And it's not in the interest today of the Hamas and the Islamic Jihad to do a terrorist activity in Tel Aviv because they are achieving their goal by rocketing the southern part of Israel.
So far this year, there was one suicide bomb attack in Eilat in which 3 were killed. In 2002, there were 60 suicide attacks in Israel in which 221 Israelis were killed.
If Hania will reach a kind of a ceasefire with us, it may affect also of minimizing the acts of terror. If not, I mean, instead of rocketing, we will see suicidal attempts, and unfortunately we will come back because it's not something that disappeared.
As Olmert and Abbas continue to dance overtures of peace, the outcome is unclear. Terror, it appears, is here to stay, and is only a matter of time before once again Israel will be faced with the horrific images of death and destruction in the heart of the country, images we would all prefer to forget.